How to properly brush and comb curly coats. My helpful assistant is a Bichon Frise. If you have a Bichon, one of the breeds listed here, or a mix of any of these breeds, this tutorial should be helpful for you. Tools you will need to get the job done include a soft slicker brush with long bristles, firm slicker brush with long bristles, and a fine and coarse tooth metal comb. A couple of products to make detangling easier include conditioner spray and cornstarch. I do not recommend using mat splitters. Leave those to the professionals. Don't use kitchen scissors or letter openers to demat. I will show you how to safely and comfortably demat in this video. Here I have my soft slicker brush, my firm slicker brush, both with long bristles, and my coarse and fine tooth metal comb. Part the coat in order to work in small sections and use a tap-pull method with a soft slicker brush, starting from the tips of the coat, working your way toward the skin. When you reach the skin, do not brush the same area repeatedly. Instead, use your comb with the wide spacing to check your work. Gently pick the coat from the tips toward the skin until you can run the comb through smoothly. If you find tighter curls or a small tangle, use your firm slicker to tap and pull the hair apart. Go slow and be careful not to yank the brush from the tangle itself. Instead, gently pick from the tips inward. The hair around the mouth typically mats the fastest and easiest due to eating and drinking. Lift the hair from the top of the lip in small sections and tap-pull to separate the coat. Be very gentle in this area as it is sensitive. Use whichever slicker brush works best for your dog. This guy has super thick curls on the top of his head, so the firm slicker works better for him. Use your metal comb to check your work. When your fine side goes through, the beard, the head, and the ears are detangled. Each time you tap the brush into the coat, the long bristles hook into the hair. When you pull the brush back, it separates the hair. Curly dog hair grows outward, not down. It is important to work in small sections and use the right tools and techniques to thoroughly detangle your dog. If you like a longer, fluffier look, it is imperative to be able to run a fine tooth comb through the tops and backs of the feet, armpits, in between the front and back legs, the whole tail, especially the base, the cheeks, ears, and chin. Be sure to take breaks and work in sections as needed for the comfort of your pet. If your dog hates brushing when you do it, but your groomer says they have no problem, ask them to record or show you how they accomplish it. You may find some helpful techniques to make the task easier. Also, keep in mind how you're feeling about the brushing and combing session. If you don't enjoy brushing and combing, neither will your dog, and they will be far less likely to tolerate it. As cheesy as it sounds, it should be a bonding experience for the both of you instead of a chore. Learning to enjoy it will help both you and your dog relax. Using a conditioning spray on dry areas like the ears and tail will soften and give the coat some slip so the tangle can be unraveled. Cornstarch works too, though I am still baffled as to why. It's messy but effective. Spray the conditioning spray on the mat or rub in the cornstarch and use the tap-pull method to gently and methodically untangle the mat, picking at it from all sides. The tail is another sensitive area, so be sure your dog is comfortable and you are working slowly and gently. Use the fine side of your metal comb to ensure you thoroughly detangle the hard-to-reach areas that mat quickly. These areas include the base of the tail, the backs and in between the thighs, lower legs, armpits, belly, and in between the toes. Gently pick the hair up with your comb, being sure to get in between each toe to make sure there are no mats. If there are mats between the toes, it is kinder to shave them or cut them out, as dematting feet is painful and will eventually make the dog intolerant of having their feet touched. When combing out ears, a lot of people like to start at the top. Instead, flip it over to the side of the head and brush around the leather. This guy doesn't have long hair on his ears, but the method is the same for longer hair. Once you have the inside combed, flip the ear back over and comb the top. And here he is, all groomed up. It took me 17 minutes from start to finish to brush him out before his bath.